Here we go again. Once more, I am packing Omnath, and my opponent is playing Tasigur, the Golden Fang. And while Omnath is clearly a second-tier general, Tasigur is definitely tier 1. This thing is so insane. In fact, so good. When it was first printed, I didn't appreciate just how strong it is, but having played many games against it in all sorts of different packages, including Reanimation and just as a black, blue, green control deck, it is absolutely tier 1. In fact, it's probably the best, certainly the best commander in these three particular colors, and is so good that it's kind of a reason to play those three colors outside of using the general control colors like white, blue, and white, or blue and black instead. I think Tasigur actually makes control decks better than Esper decks, probably just by itself, because having a 4/5 delve card advantage guy on command in a control deck that you can just cast for 1 black mana to shore up your defenses and put pressure on your opponent is so incredible. And obviously in a reanimation deck, he's even more ridiculous. He is way better than Omnath. And yeah, I've got a mostly keepable hand here. It's slow, but it does have plays on turn 2 and obviously enough mana to cast Omnath on turn 3 and some later game stuff in the form of Primal Command and Steel Hellkite. But I'm kind of got to hope that he doesn't have a particularly fast start. And he is going first. So we shall see. Turn 1, Verdant Catacombs. Alright, cool. No Soul Ring or Mana Crypt. Just draw. Playing a Windswept Heath here. I'm definitely going to sack it because I've already got enough mana, so nothing wrong with thinning. He's getting a Watery Grave. Which is done. You play the Llanowar Wastes over a second blue source, which is a little interesting to me. Alright, Quirion Ranger. Well, we can certainly play the Fauna Shaman. Wooded Foothills. Alright, what's going on? Hymn to Torak. Okay. I think I played this card in my the Tasigur deck that I put together as well. Gotta hope that it doesn't hit the lands, because that's what we need the most right now. If I were to lose both forests here, it would be pretty disastrous. Fortunately, only gets 1, and he does get the Primal Command, but my hand's left pretty much intact. That's not too bad. Alright, well, with another forest, I'm just going to attack for 2 and play Mr. Omnath. Alright, Thran Dynamo. So here's a real difficult choice. He said go. He has enough mana to delve out Tasigur to block Omnath right now, which almost certainly means that he has a counterspell in hand. That's what I read this as, and this much blue mana untapped means it could be something as big as Cryptic Command. So I don't, as much as I'd like to get Thran Dynamo into play, I don't really want to walk Thran Dynamo into a counterspell. So I figure I'm just going to gamble that he doesn't have a way to kill Omnath, and I'm going to send an Omnath and pump him and just go for pressure that way. If I can put him on the back foot, I can force him to delve out Tasigur and lower his defenses, which will allow me to potentially Beast Within during instep. And then on my next turn, play Thran Dynamo and the Steel Hellkite and really take the advantage. So with that in mind, I figure the chances that he has an answer to Omnath, a big Omnath, are considerably lower than the chances that he has a counterspell, given that he's got 4 untapped lands. So I'm just going to run an Omnath and pump. And I'm keeping Fauna Shaman back, of course, to discard the Quirion Ranger or the Steel Hellkite if, in fact, he does have a way to meddle with my mana by killing Omnath. And he starts tapping land, and I'm figuring, damn, it's going to be like Venser, or it's going to be a Cryptic Command or something. Instead, it's Into the Royal. So he does have a bounce spell. It's not the end of the world, and I think about this for a while, and I decide I kind of want the Quirion Ranger because I really do want more mana. So I'm just going to use Beast Within, and I'm going to take out one of his lands, just to slow him down a bit. And I throw away the Steel Hellkite because I really just need to develop my mana some more, figuring that I can get more effective creatures later with the Fauna Shaman. The fact that he's bouncing my guy means that I need to get more mana into play to work around counters. And now he's got a very loaded graveyard too, so the stupid unfair general can come out for 1 mana. I guess he's playing it for 2 here, leaving 2 mana untapped. God, Tasigur is just too good. Beast's attacking really far behind already. Alright, Forest is good. Please don't counter this. He does not. Alright, well, that's excellent. I'm just going to play the Priest of Titania. So I've got a ton of mana available, enough mana to play Omnath and recast him on the next turn if he does have a counterspell, which is the entire intention behind that. Alright, no problem. Let's take some damage. I think that's the first hit from Tasigur. I can't get the log to come up anymore, and I'm not sure why. It's not showing up in any of my replays anymore. I remember people were wishing for that because the log was spoiling the results of the game, and now I've got too much of a good thing, and it looks like I can't get the log to show up at all. So I have no idea how much general damage I've taken, but I think, pretty sure that was the first attack. Yeah, he cast it last turn. Regrowth. Okay, well, that's not too bad. First things first, we're going to play Omnath and see what happens. He lets it go. All right. Casting Quirion Ranger. This was a totally boneheaded blunder. I don't know why the hell I did that, honestly. With this much mana in play and a Fauna Shaman, I really need to be thinking longer term. And I think I was thinking, wow, I've got Quirion Ranger, now I've got Priest of Titania and 3 elves, and that's like 6 extra mana plus my lands, and I can make Omnath huge. And yeah, but what else am I going to do with that? I guess I'm regrowing the Steel Hellkite. Stubborn Denial. Man, if ever a counterspell was made for Tasigur, it's this thing. This card's so good in Tasigur. Holy shit. Look at that. 1 blue mana to counter a spell if you have Tasigur in play. I should say a non-creature spell. That's incredibly strong, though. It's like a negate for 1 blue. And unfortunately, that stops the mighty Hellkite from coming out. Yeah, I guess I played the Quirion Ranger. I probably did some math and figured if I play him, then I can use Priest of Titania and have mana left over to pump Omnath some more, to recast after casting the Steel Hellkite. He's down to 4 cards, but it's a grim situation, given that my hand's empty. Vampiric Tutor. All right, well, grim situation, now quite a bit worse. He's got Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth in play, and 31 life to play with, so I fully expected to see Necro or something like that coming down. Ugh, Sword of Feast and Famine. And now I feel really, really stupid and punished for throwing away my Quirion Ranger, because if I didn't, I could have gotten anything to kill this Sword of Feast or Famine, like a Terastodon. Might have been a little more useful than a 1/1 elf. Really, really dumb play, Ryan. Really dumb. And I'm going to get beaten in the face for 6 for it. That's 10 general. Nothing to discard at least, but he's fully untapped, and he says go. All right, well, I can make a bunch of mana at the end step and bounce a forest, make even more. Come on, deck, deliver. It's a little weird, actually, that he didn't throw the sword onto the beast, because that allows him to block Omnath and survive, rather than just chump blocking with his beast for no reason. But I've got nothing else going on, unfortunately. And I should have played Wooded Foothills, too, because I want to thin the deck. During end step, he casts Mystic Confluence. Bounce, bounce, bounce. There goes all that beautiful mana. There go my chances. God, I screwed this game up so bad. If I'd been able to kill the Sword of Feast and Famine, there was probably a way to win this game, actually. But playing that stupid Quirion Ranger when I had the Fauna Shaman in play, it's made this game practically impossible. I take another 6. So now I've taken a total of 16 general damage. Throw away the land, of course. He's got 2 cards in hand, and I have a Wing and a Prayer. It's got to be Ugin, the Lifesaver. How lucky is that? Amazing. That was such an incredibly lucky top deck. Tap out. Cast Ugin. Play land first, of course, in case he's got, like, I don't know, something that makes it cost 1 more mana. Cast Ugin. Uh-oh. Remand. Yeah, I do not have the mana to replay it, unfortunately. And even though he's down to 1 card in hand, that is GG on the back of the pro-green Tasigur, which will kill me next turn. Very unfortunate game, and I think this game was actually quite winnable if I had played things a little bit differently. It was just that one little mistake in getting greedy. But, yeah, you pay for your mistakes in Magic, and this guy's deck was more than competent enough to punish me for it. And that is it. Another loss for the Omnath deck. The hits keep on coming. See you in a bit.